ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ lèkìtì ṣe Oyebanji mọ̀ dúpọ̀ yìí gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ kámúbàrún olèkìtì ayélujára jùyà. Èkìtì lọ́mọ olúṣù àrògùrò ẹ̀wọ̀n mọ́ ló ṣe méjì takọ́tabo. Ìgbélárugẹ oúnjẹ àgbẹ̀dàgbàsókè lóríkò. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìṣèjọba kan dára ògbáyé gbádùn ara wò. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìgbélárugẹ àṣà àti ìṣe àtúnṣe bí ìgbafẹ́. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye.
In Ekiti State, the State of the State Address is an institutionalized annual ritual by the incumbent governor to give an account of his stewardship to the people of the state. This it does right in the chambers of the state legislature before the elected representatives of the people. For His Excellency, Governor Biodun Oyebanji, October 16, 2025, made it the third time he would be giving the address, and it was filled with achievements, impact, and progress that his administration has made in the past 1 year, a fitting beginning of the activities marking the Oyebanji-led administration in the state. That is our focus on Ekiti on the Move this week. However, before we delve into it, let's have our news highlight segment, Quick Takes. In focus this week, Governor Oyebanji gives State of the State address filled with 3 years of impact.
On October 16, 2025, Governor Biodun Oyebanji stood before the Ekiti State House of Assembly to deliver a landmark address, his third since assuming office. In a state where accountability is not just a slogan, but a legal obligation, this moment marked a celebration of progress, resilience, and shared prosperity guarded by his administration's 6 pillars.
So this address is in fulfillment of the law passed by this Honorable Assembly that requires that the governor stands before Ekiti people through their legislative assembly to give the account of his activities within the year.
Governors, Ekiti State remains the only state in Nigeria where the State of the State address is a legal requirement, a bold testament to institutionalized accountability. Governor Oyebanji emphasized participatory democracy, noting that since October 2022, his administration has consistently engaged citizens through multiple channels to shape policy and service delivery. Security has been a top priority. The governor unveiled a grassroots intelligence architecture mandating local government chairmen to hold regular security meetings and establish intelligence units.
Since we came on board, we have made the security of lives and property our main responsibility and focus. As a matter of strategy, we adopted the bottom-up grassroots security and intelligence system to ensure local intelligence and community involvement in security and protection. This is to ensure that we keep a tab on the security system of our state comprehensively in response to the threat of kidnappers who lurk in the which is to launch attack, we created the Agro-Marshal Corps, which is now working with Amoteco and all other federal security agencies to ensure a better coverage of both rural and urban security landscape. The result has been quite exciting, as incidents of kidnappings and related violence have drastically reduced to the nearest.
This bottom-up strategy has yielded tangible results. Incidents of kidnapping and violent crimes have dropped to the barest minimum, restoring peace across communities and boosting investor confidence. Human capital development. In health, the Ulerawa initiative has revolutionized access to care, offering essential services free at the point of delivery. Infrastructure upgrades, re-equipped hospitals, and a slowdown in health worker emigration has strengthened the system.
Consistent with our shared prosperity mandate, the administration has improved the welfare and working conditions of health workers across all levels. We approved the revised salary structure, hazard allowance, and other benefits. We have significantly reduced the exodus of health professionals. Additionally, we engaged 100 health workers for our primary health care and 150 for secondary facilities. Our teaching hospital received a handsome pension, stabilizing its operations, and we have paid the medical residency training fund to resident doctors. In infrastructure, we are completing the revitalization of 103 primary health care centers across the state, and as we renovate, we also equip with consumables and with infrastructures, while 9 general hospitals have been fully renovated and equipped. All the nine will be commissioned as part of the activities. At the teaching hospital, we have completed the renovation of key wards, including the children's wards, and are constructing an 80-bed multipurpose building that will substantially enhance service delivery upon completion. Furthermore, our administration secured a federal government approval to upgrade the special hospital in Ikole to a federal medical center, a strong validation of our commitment to advancing healthcare supported by national and international partners. We have also approved the establishment of 3 government hospitals in Awo, Ipao, and Ikogosi, Ekiti.
On the welfare front, Ekiti now pays a new minimum wage of 70,000 naira and a pension floor of 20,000 naira. From October 2024 to date, over 10.3 billion naira has been paid to 10,106 retirees, with 5.6 billion naira in gratuities to 1,681 pensioners, clearing 7 months of arrears owed since 2018.
We have paid the 2024 counterpart fund to the Universal Basic Education Commission to the tune of 3.5 billion, which has led to the release of funds for innovation of classrooms, construction of fences, construction of toilets, and supply of furniture and instructional materials where necessary in our primary school. Contractors are being mobilized to site as we speak. The Agile project has greatly assisted our schools in meeting some of our most pressing needs. Many classrooms have been rehabilitated across the state, just as many school fencing projects have been completed. Many of our schools have also been provided with computers, ICT equipment, with solar inverter facility to ensure regular power supply. Apart from Agile and IDs project, the state spent additional sum of 1.5 billion on various emergencies renovations and rehabilitation works in public schools through the Bureau of Special Projects. We remain committed to the payment of the examination fees for our final year students in secondary schools. For the 2025 exams, we paid the sum of 652.798 million for the West Africa School Certificate examination fee for 17,859 students. and that wrote the 2022 WAEC. We paid another 25 million for NAPTEP exams for 800 students of technical colleges, while the state incurred the sum of 250 million to conduct basic education, examination, certificate, and unified promotion exams. Similarly, government has spent the sum of 994 million as running grants to our primary and secondary school for 2024-2025 academic session. We also remain committed to giving bursaries and scholarships to our indigenous in tertiary institutions. So far, a sum of 6.2 billion has been released as subvention to the higher institutions of learning in the state. Government has also paid on compassionate grants 2.8 million as financial assistance to some 15 vulnerable girls to complete their education. Similarly, we are currently processing bursaries and scholarship payment for 2023-2024 academic session to postgraduate students of Ekiti origin.
Agriculture and rural development.
Agriculture remains a vital sector in our shared prosperity agenda. Apart from being a major source of employment to millions of our people, it is also the second sector with the highest contribution to our GDP. More importantly, food security is human security, as it is said that a hungry man is an angry man. Our policies are geared at massive cluster farming, food prices reduction, harvest wastages elimination, and bringing raw energy, innovation, and modern agricultural practices to farming. As a result, we have deliberately come up with incentives to bring the youth back to agriculture. To achieve large-scale farming, our administration has been able to clear up to 5,000 hectares of land for youths, communities, individual farmers, and cooperatives for intensive agricultural production. The 50% subsidized tractorization scheme has impacted more than 6,000 hectares of land in plowing, harrowing, and ridging. The government has also built dormitories in 5 farm settlements locations: Iyemero, Ikere, Ado, Ekporo, and Aramoko, out of the 12 farm settlements created for the youth in agri project. The dormitories are solar powered and fully furnished with all necessary items. About 500 agro-marshal, Amotekun, and anti-grazing management marshals were recently recruited to complement the regular security outfits in ensuring security of lives and properties at the farmstead. Modular solar power irrigation systems are presently being constructed and installed at Emure, Ikere, Ado, and Aramoko. As part of efforts to increase yield and better harvest, 11,888 liters of agrochemicals and 3,300 bags of fertilizer were distributed to 3,996 farmers, respectively, this year. Presently, about 5,000 youths are engaged in agri, which are divided into 4,765 of youths in crop production under the Bring Back Our Youths to Agric, 126 youth under the Ekiti broiler production scheme, where 160,000 beds have been raised from the DOC to table size since inception in 2023. For the first time, Ekiti State had the lowest food inflation figure for the month of August 2025, according to MBS. This is a result of investment made by the government into the sector, and most recently, the setting up of the state-owned enterprise named Ilueye Aggregation and Training Company Limited, and Onje Ekiti retail outlet. Our objective is to make food accessible, available, and affordable to every Ekiti citizen. At present, we are retailing gari, beans, rice that are produced in Ekiti to the citizens. An arrangement are in place to open the outlet soon in Ido and Ikere Ekiti, before extending it to other local government headquarters in 2026. To ease the movement of agricultural products from the farm gates to the market, the state has constructed and rehabilitated 161 kilometers of rural roads and 101 culverts, mini bridges across the state through Fadama and through Ram.
Infrastructure and industrialization. A growing achievement is the Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport, which received approval for scheduled commercial flights starting October 4, 2025. After 9 months of chartered operations, the airport is set to connect Ado-Ekiti to Abuja and Lagos thrice weekly, beginning November.
This airport approval is indeed a major achievement for Ekiti State, and it has already opened up a wide range of opportunities for the state and its indigents, and their prospects for increased benefit. On job creation, the airport management team engaged by the state recently gave direct employment to over 130 indigents to man various positions at the airport. Some of these personnel have received various levels of aviation special training to position them for service delivery. The airport will boost agribusiness, tourism development, and commercial activities. It is poised to become a strategic revenue driver by unlocking new streams of income through innovation and the education economy, which Ekiti State is known for as mainstay of the state economy. We are currently working in conjunction with Sustainable Power and Irrigation in Nigeria SPIN in constructing a 60 MVA transmission stations in Ikere, Ijesha-Ashu, and Ilupeju-Ekiti respectively. To ensure prompt delivery of the project, we have paid compensation to those affected by the right of way. Though this is a federal government project, but the state has a duty to pay compensation. And I know that we have paid more than 400 million as compensations to those whose farmlands will be affected. Additionally, work is ongoing on the expansion of the 132 kVA lines to enhance system capacity for the transmission and distribution of power in Ekiti State. One of the challenges facing power supply is the issue of lack of transformers. So far, we have responded to requests for transformers from communities. I want to assure all communities who have made similar requests that we will soon attend to theirs. Our administration is currently working on over 200 kilometers of roads, both rural and urban, across the different local governments. Many of the roads have been completed and many are at different stages of completion. Some of the roads that have been completed in the last 1 year include the Ekiti Ring Road, which will be commissioned next week by the grace of God. The Ikere-Igbararu Road has been completed, will be commissioned also. Ikere-Ilawa Road completed, will be commissioned also. We have completely rehabilitated Ikere-Ise Road, and we have also awarded its extension to Emure and to Ekoro Junction. The Simbode Araikole Road completed, will be commissioned soon. Itakwa-Ijelu Road will be commissioned on Saturday by the grace of God. Ikogosi-Igbararu Road completed, will be commissioned. We have also done the Ilawe Original Link Road. The Itaore-Okimesi Road completed, also will be commissioned. We have also rehabilitated critical road infrastructure, such as the Ado-Ifaki Road, and we have provided it with major street lights from Ado.
Arts, culture, tourism, and social investment.
In line with our commitment to Women Development Initiative, we sponsored about 7,000 women across the state to participate in the 2025 International Women's Day celebration. The event provided an avenue to reach out to families as all participants received food items to support household needs. In addition, 100 multiple birth mothers were given financial assistance to ease the burden of caring for multiple children. Furthermore, through the Adire Ekiti hubs funded by the First Lady, 5,000 women and adolescent girls from various local governments were trained in the heart of Adire, making and supported with startup kits to enhance their economic independence. arts and culture are big economic spheres that we can leverage to create jobs, income, and generate revenue. Therefore, our disposition is to promote our culture and arts for economic benefit to the people and government. It is for these reasons that we transformed the Ekiti Cultural Troupe to Ekiti State Performing Arts Company, which has been a source of revenue generation to the government, and the company has also done well in representing Nigeria in national and international arts and cultural events. I'm excited to announce to you that Ekiti is set to unlock the enormous creative potential of its young and talented population as it launches the $15 million Ekiti State Creative Impact Fund in partnership with Circles, a leading Africa content distribution platform. This will train and empower tens of thousands of Ekiti youths, create over 250,000 direct and indirect jobs, add enormous values to our GDP, and put Ekiti stories and culture on the global map. It is a new dawn for the creative sector in Ekiti State. In the last 1 year, we have hosted the Ekiti State Festival of Art and Culture, which provided our people in the art, culture, and tourism sector to display their talent and craft and created economic opportunities for thousands of our people. In the meantime, we have created an art endowment fund, which is accessible to our arts and culture practitioners to leverage on and increase their capacity to expand their trade. The fund is given out as a form of loan with a single-digit interest. This is a great creative solution to help many talented persons who could not secure the necessary financial capability that is required to fund their craft. We have a Center for Arts and Culture in Ekiti. And I will just plead with other members that once we are going to Agilosun, go to the waterworks and see the wonder that is happening there. When completed, it will have a theater, a museum, art gallery, multipurpose hall, space for performing arts, visual arts, a craft sections, and a small market to sell arts products. It will provide avenue for artists to practice and to market their trade. And they also they have like 40 rooms facility, so you can have an in-house program there for artists.
Economic development and job creation. Ekiti's economy is surging. According to the NBS, the state's GDP grew from 2.4 trillion naira in 2019 to 4.6 trillion naira in 2023, a 90% leap. Ekiti climbed from the 33rd to the 20th largest state economy, with its share of national GDP rising from 1.3% to 1.6%. These figures reflect strategic investments in infrastructure, agriculture, and human capital.
When we assumed office in 2022, the average internally generated revenue of the state hovered around 650 million per month to 700 million monthly, totaling 16.7 billion in 2022. By the end of 2023, it has surged to 32 billion. The trend continued in 2024 with a reconciled figure of 35 billion. As at the last reconciliation in August, we have already obtained 34.9 billion, with all indications that we will near the 50 billion mark by the end of the year.
Governor Biodun Oyebanji did not forget to express heartfelt appreciation to the people of Ekiti, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the judiciary and legislature for their unwavering support.
Mr. Speaker, as I conclude this address, I want to assure you that we remain committed to our social contract with the Ekiti people. We are in a hurry to ensure an earlier realization of our dreams of rapid economic prosperity of Ekiti for all. I also want to thank the leadership and members of the legislature, the judiciary, for steering the other arms of government in the direction of peace, progress, justice for their state. I also express my gratitude to the members of the National Assembly under the leadership of Senator Opeyemi Bamidele for being worthy partners in the Ekiti project. To Mr. President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on behalf of the government and the people of Ekiti State, I once again express my profound gratitude and appreciation for your very strong support to our administration.
The Speaker, Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Stephen Adeoye Aribasoye, in his speech, stressed the healthy synergy between the legislative and executive arm of government, which he pinned to the unprecedented development in the state.
I state the willingness of this Honorable Assembly to collaborate with the executive in the pursuit of the common goal. We will exercise our oversight functions vigorously. We will legislate responsibly, and we will strive to be a bridge between the people and the state. Today marks a historic day for Ekiti. Let us move forward with a renewed commitment to disciplined collaboration, integrity, and honesty. May we be guided by vision, humility, faith, as we steward our resources for the benefit of the people. Ekiti shall continue to rise. Our democracy shall endure. Our people shall prosper under God's abiding grace.
With unity across government arms and the people's trust, Ekiti is poised for a future defined by growth, equity, and dignity.